I'm Laurie Tema-Lyn. I'm a soprano with Voices Chorale, New Jersey. I've actually been singing with Voices Chorale for 23 years. So I've seen
Mm.
it go through a lot of evolutions, and I just love working with David these last few years. So it is my honor to be having this conversation with Dr. David McConnell, who is the artistic director of Voices Chorale, New Jersey, and internationally acclaimed British composer and conductor Will Todd, or at least that's what your website tells us. But I'd like you guys to both each introduce yourselves in a little more detail. So may I begin with Will?
Hi, I'm Will Todd. I'm a British composer of choral music. I also work a lot in theatre with opera, and I'm a jazz musician. And I'm very happy to be talking to you.
Thank you. And David?
I'm David McConnell. I've been the artistic director of Voices Chorale, New Jersey for 4 or 5 years now. And we're particularly happy about this concert because this is the first time we've gotten to work with a composer sort of in residence. So I'm very excited about that.
Now, I understand that you guys have had a chance to work together in the past. So can I ask you to tell us a little bit about what that collaboration has been for you?
When I organized my chamber choir down here in Reading, Pennsylvania, it happened to be about the same time that the Tenebrae released their first CD of Will's music, which I kind of fell in love with instantly. And so a lot of his music popped up on our very first program. And that eventually led to me connecting with him. And then he came and spent some time with the choir, and we did a concert of his music, Vox Filia, my chamber choir did alone. And then it was a whole weekend. And then the next day, we organized a community choir and we did the American premiere of Will's Te Deum. So yeah, I guess we've known each other almost since the beginning of my work down here with Vox Filia, and it's a relationship I very.
Yeah, I remember that trip very well. It was a wonderful weekend of music making. You'd arranged a reading session, I think, on one of the days. I also met with a high school choir, which was great fun, and we did some music together. And then doing that community day with the Te Deum, and we kind of rehearsed through the day and then put it together with the orchestra in the afternoon, and then we performed it and shared it. Was a really, really special trip, and I felt, really very welcomed by you guys.
So what are some of the things that you appreciate in each other's music, in your approach to music?
Well, I'll go first on this because it's always interesting when people express interest in your work, because first of all, you're very happy. As a writer, of course, you're happy because people are interested in your music. For me, because I have quite a wide spectrum of musical styles, if you like, that I write in, from the jazz through to the choral. Some of the music uses jazz elements, some of it does not. I'm never quite sure when I first get to know people, which of my music they are interested in. What was wonderful about meeting David was that although you'd come to the music through the Call of Wisdom, which is predominantly the more classical music, if you like, you also programmed the Jazz Missa Brevis in that concert that we did. So I knew immediately that I was dealing with someone who had the ability to take in this range of styles and have a range of interests musically. And for me, that makes a relationship very strong musically, because it's nice when you feel someone gets you and sort of understands the different aspects of your music. And what that led to more recently, earlier this year, was we had a lovely cup of coffee in your house, David, talking about the new piece and about what that piece might be like.
Mm.
Not because I want David to tell me what to write, but what I wanted to make sure was that the piece that I'm creating is right for the choir, it's right for the occasion, the sentiment is right, the emotions are right, and because we've got that background of working together on other projects, that was a really enjoyable conversation. And when I came to actually work on the piece, it was it's always lovely writing for people where you know them and you understand how they work, and it's so, yeah.
That's great. Thank you.
Just to give some context to that, since this is the 10th anniversary of my choir here in Reading, and so we, in the first decade, have commissioned a couple of carols from new carols from different composers. And so we decided for our 10th anniversary, we wanted to do a bigger one. And I think it was a pretty unanimous choice that we should ask Will to write the carol for us. And the thing I appreciated about that conversation that he just referenced was, I'm amazed you said coffee. I think it was over tea. Avid tea drinkers, like, are you trying to appeal to an American audience? Yes, that conversation was not really like, this is what I would like, this is what I would like. I think, but the thing I did enjoy was that Will's Christmas carols that we have sung and that he has conducted us in are slow, beautiful, lyrical pieces. And my choir here will often give me their opinions of my programming. And so I am often accused of celebrating Christmas in too slow and gentle a way. So I told him that and said, and your carols so far that have been, that at least that we have done, have been kind of slow and lyrical. And so this piece he's written for us is wonderfully festive and majestic and celebratory in a way it's thrilling to have a new carol by Will that is like that. And I think it was just he's helping me out with my friends who give me opinions about my programming. They won't be able to say I haven't been celebratory this time.
Okay. Are there some final things that you think we should be talking about that I haven't asked you, either one of you?
Well, there's one thing I think it's important to say, and that is I never underestimate how much effort is required to commission a composer, to bring the composer to where you are. The financial commitment is considerable, and I'm so grateful to be someone who is asked to write music, but I never take it for granted. So it's very special for me to be coming over to hear not only pieces that I've done before, but to hear a new piece as well. And particularly at the moment where money is tight, we hear it all the time, we know it in our own lives. That gift that I am given as a creative, to be asked to write a piece and then to go and hear it, that has immeasurable value to me. So I just wanted to say that and let you know.
I think, I don't think, I know that Will and his music and Will as a person has been a great gift in my life. And so it's a thrilling thing to be able to bring this gift that I've had in my life and then share it in physical form with, he'll be at my church in Lancaster, he'll be here with my choir in Reading, he'll be, with us in Princeton. So my three musical families, he will be with. And that's, we're talking about once in a lifetime experience that the Phillies are in the World Series. It's a once in a lifetime experience that we'll get to be with my, if that would ever happen again, who knows? But it's a once in a lifetime experience to have him with all these people that I love making music with. So I'm excited about that beyond words.
That's super.
Me too. Me too.
Thank you both very much. It's really been just such a delight to speak with you and to meet you, Will. So looking forward to it.
Thank you for your time today. It's great to talk to you, Will. Great to talk to you, Laurie.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.